Cyber Heavy Metal Diecast video, and today we have our Chengdu J-10 Vigorous Dragon, or as NATO call them, a Firebird. And these are a Chinese-made multi-role, all-weather capable fighter, primarily for air-to-air use, but they do have ground strike capability as well. And these were first introduced into the People's Liberation Army Air Force in 2005, where they do still remain in service. They also remain in the Naval Air Arm as well for them. And they also are being used by the Pakistani Air Force as well. And there are currently over around 600 aircraft built so far to date, but manufacturing is ongoing, so obviously this number will change in the future. And this particular aircraft is made by a generic sort of Chinese brand. I picked this up from AliExpress. It does look reasonably okay in the packet, and I think hopefully it will be good, but there is no real definitive information about the manufacturer or anything like that. It's just a box like that. But as I always say, no good in the box. Let's get this aircraft out of the box. So this is it, straight out of the box. It does the stand, that is all metal. It is sealed in there nicely. There is a plastic covering over the actual model itself. It does have what looks to be some tie downs on there. Yes, it does. So we'll get those off quickly off camera, but it does come with this little booklet as well, which does, if you can speak Chinese, beautiful. If you cannot, you've got some pretty pictures to look at. So from what I gather, it's primarily all Chinese military kind of stuff. There's no sort of military stuff from any other nation whatsoever. There's some, little marching dudes and everything doing a political march or whatever, and a whole heap of stuff like that. So primarily this company, I suppose, only does Chinese military die cars. So we'll turf that over there because I can't speak Chinese, and we'll get this out of the packet so we can have a real good look at it. So here's the Vigorous Dragon out of the box. Seriously, the dude that put the tie downs on this deserves a medal, because I reckon I got carpal tunnel trying to untwine that. They were so long. So this was really secure in the box. But out of the box, those details on the wing, the rivets and everything like that, looks really good. Now, I bought this off a site called AliExpress for $50. That was including the delivery over to here to Australia. And honestly, it's not too bad for a $50 aircraft. The actual build quality, the paintwork on it is not too bad. It does have all the Chinese markings on there. The paint, the color scheme looks pretty cool. I don't mind it at all. The canards here, they do move around. They obviously are tied together, so they both move at the same time, whichever one you're touching. It does have a little pilot figure in there. The nose here, a little bit loose, bit of cheapy. It looks plasticky, so that's a little bit cheapy. But you could sort of secure that in place with some super glue, and you'll be a happy camper. I'd be very careful with that. I gather that's the in-flight refueling probe that is extended out. There is a little bit of gapping here and there, but look, for $50, I'm not complaining. I think it's reasonably okay. The landing gear itself looks fairly basic, but maybe, I don't know what the actual aircraft, the wheels do rotate. The actual front wheels look really tiny. I'm hoping that's accurate, but it'd be pretty scary landing on such a small tyre. But it is all kitted out. You do not have to do anything to it whatsoever. So my sausage fingers say thank you very much. And I think it's not a bad rendition. I reckon it's pretty cool. And as I said, I only paid $50 Australian for this. And I think that's not too bad in the grand scheme of buying a die-cast jet. But I reckon it's not too bad. But as I say, it all comes down to your own your own decision, your own conclusions. These are just my views, so I am not an expert. So obviously, the only thing you need to do if you want to display it, that's where the base does go, and it is just a straightforward effort of just slotting it in those two little holes there. And then you can put your Vigorous Dragon on the table right here, and there she is. And we'll zoom in a fraction for you so you can check it out. And look, overall, I think it's pretty cool. I might zoom out a little bit. As I said, in the grand scheme of things, I think it's not too bad. For a 1/72 scale die-cast jet, $50 delivered to your door, and it's not poop. It is reasonably well made. I do not have too much of an issue with it, just apart from that little nose. It does does cheapen it up, but as I said, it is a cheap aircraft, so it's not a hobby master. You're not paying $200 or anything for it. I think overall it's not too bad. All right, I will leave it at that. You know the deal. I will take some photos of this Vigorous Dragon and post it up at the conclusion of the video, which is happening right now. And once again, this is 1/72 scale die-cast. I got it for $50 off AliExpress. I don't know what brand it is. There is no real branding. I think it's got a KDW or something like that on it. But overall, it's not too bad. I reckon it's okay. It's good value. And if you don't have, any Chinese aircraft, it's, I don't know, a good starter one, and it's not going to break your budget. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, throw us a like. That would be super awesome. And if you haven't subscribed, even subscribe to the channel. That would be even awesomer. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for spending the time with me once again. All right, guys, cheers. Have a great one.